Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. As always, thanks for watching us. We are at the Cloud Expo 2011 in Manhattan at the Jacob Javits Center. On our program is Dave Zabrowski, the founder and CEO of Cloud Cruiser. Dave, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here, Rich.
We're thrilled to have you. I'm hoping you could first start with an overview of what's happening at your company. What do you do?
So Cloud Cruiser, our strategy is very simple. The cloud is about lowering costs. Companies, in order to stay competitive, are going to have to seek those lower costs. As they seek those lower costs, money's going to move to the cloud, and we manage the money for them. That's the bottom line. So our product, we're a Cloud Cruiser company. We cruise the cloud, and we figure out, no matter where your workloads are, how much they're costing you, where they're costing you, and who's consuming them, and we bring that information back into enterprises so that they can make cost optimization decisions and ultimately lower their costs.
So kind of like a financial dashboard for the cloud.
Exactly, yeah. We have a single pane of glass that we bring to the enterprise, and they can look at all of their costs. And it's not just at the corporate level. One of the big benefits we bring to the enterprise is we can bring it in at any level in the organization. If they're in business units or divisions or departments, we offer the same single pane of glass for whatever those workloads happen to be for that particular individual. We call that the personal cloud. We personalize that cloud for them.
Now, in terms of those people watching this video, how would they know if they're the right audience, or they're too big, or they're too small, or?
Yeah, so anybody that from mid-market up to the largest enterprises, if you have workloads internal in your existing infrastructure that you have an interest in understanding the cost, and certainly if you have workloads that are moving out to either a private cloud or a public cloud, those are the types of companies that would benefit from our value that we bring to them.
Now, are your systems able to ascertain the savings moving from an in-house project to the cloud, or is it you just focus on once you're in the cloud?
No, we do. We offer benchmarking as one of our capabilities, and in essence, what our product does, it gives four things. One is transparency, simply the ability to see your workloads, the single pane of glass that I mentioned. The second is in accountability, being able to say no matter where in your organization, we can tell who actually used that infrastructure and being able to charge them back. The third area is empowerment, so we give tools that allow, business intelligence tools that allow people with these personal clouds to make decisions themselves, no longer having to go through the IT department. And the last one is in the controlling of those costs, being able to be proactive about costs, not just looking at your costs after they happen, but trying to get on top of them. Things like budgets, alerts, being able to forecast your consumption. So you're midway through a quarter, how do you know how you're tracking with your cost? Are you going to be on budget or you're not? We're really trying to bring a sense of predictability and control to those costs that are formerly inside your four walls. Now they're moving out into the cloud.
Now, one of the things that you mentioned was that companies go to the cloud to save money, and that's definitely one of the reasons why they do that. But it's also interesting that if you're a company moving to the cloud, you can also waste a tremendous amount of money because your applications can be extremely inefficient.
Exactly. Yes.
Whereas if you are running an app that has a single server within your organization and you need to tune and tune and tune, let's say it's database indexing, for example.
Okay.
Tuning and tuning and tuning until you get that application so that it's so refined and it's so optimized, as opposed to when you go to the cloud and you can literally have an inefficient program which just splinters out or just expands like an octopus with arms.
Right.
Is there a way to minimize that effect, because you have infinite capacity in the cloud?
Exactly.
How do you minimize the waste factor?
Yeah, so we call those rogue workloads. Basically, you're moving out to the cloud, you want to pay by the drink, but you got a big fire hose in your backyard leaking water, okay? And you don't often know that until it's too late. So we give proactive management of those costs. We notify you if they become inefficient. At your discretion, you can set those levels of when you want to be notified. And we can also give you these consumption-based forecasts. And the whole idea is when you have a workload inside your four walls, if it goes rogue on you, it's an asset utilization issue. It's a load balancing issue. It's not a cost issue. Cost is a sunk cost. It's a fixed cost. When you go to the use case you talked about, they can go out of control. We bring that control back to the enterprises so that When they make those decisions, they don't have to be afraid of that. They can migrate with confidence. We give them that with our products.
So kind of, they have a set budget, and if you start to exceed that budget, they can see that they're exceeding the budget and then try to figure out why.
Exactly. You'll get alerted on that. You can actually
see which app is maybe which portion of the app is causing the problem.
Exactly. And traditionally now in the cloud, without Cloud Cruiser, what you do the first time you get notified of it is when you get your bill at the end of the month. And you've already blown your budget for the quarter. First month of the quarter, you've blown it out. And that's this control aspect that we bring, trying to be proactive about it and really trying to get the control around the variable OpEx, which is what the public cloud offers, versus the sunk cost of the fixed inside your four walls solution.
It's fantastic. So what sort of trends have you seen in the market in the last year or so?
Well, more and more control. I mean, certainly companies are moving from thinking about, debating whether they want to move to the cloud. Now they're planning and they're moving to the cloud. And that's the big change that we've seen. And as a result of that, we have more engagements with companies that are saying, hey, we need this type of control. We need to be able to move to the cloud with confidence. And that's the migration that we see. The cloud migration is a multi-year process. People are moving real workloads. We were in a session earlier today at a CTO power session, and the moderator asked the question, what's the biggest missing element of cloud computing today? And the number one answer from the CTO was cost control of everything, security, on-ramping, provisioning. Those are problems in the cloud, but those are problems getting to the cloud.
Right.
Once you're in the cloud, it's a cost issue. It's all about cost, and it's going to be about cost, and that's where Cloud Cruiser comes in.
So what's next for the company?
Well, this week we're announcing our beta product, which we just launched yesterday here at the Cloud Expo. So we're in beta with our new product that does the features that I mentioned earlier. So we're in early customer engagement. We're looking for companies that would like to work with us. We'll be announcing the general availability of them.
As customers or as partners? What kinds of customers?
Well, both customers and partners. End user would be the mid-market to the large customers, typical enterprise across industry. Anybody that has a department or a division that they want to try our product out, we have a program that they can do that. It can be as simple as, hey, we're using Amazon and we have a lot of public use of Amazon. We don't even know how much we're using, much less being able to control it. That's a simple beta program for us.
Awesome.
And those are the types of companies that we're looking to engage with here at the show and beyond. So if there is interest out there, you can go to our website or send us an email at demo@cloudcruiser.com and we can engage you with this program.
Perfect. Well, thanks for being on the program.
Great, Rich. Glad to be here.
Good luck.
Thank you.